You had mentioned this yesterday, your initial reaction to the Kyrie Irving news.
Well, I mean, like I said yesterday and really a couple weeks ago, I'm not surprised. I would have been surprised if Kyrie would have played. I talked to some people around the league that, had said they were hearing he's out for the season. And I just felt like, and I was told that Danny Ainge's thought process was, look, if there's any question about whether or not we should bring him back, even if he could play, we just err on the side of caution and get him ready for next year to come back with Gordon Hayward. Obviously, I didn't know Kyrie was going to have another surgery because of the infection in his knee. So, it looks like he'll be fine next year, hopefully. But this obviously just makes it that much easier for LeBron to get to the finals in the Eastern Conference. And Boston, you still don't really want to play them in the first round because they're gritty, they're tough, they play smart, but they have absolutely no chance now of going deep in these playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Toronto problem. You can be deep and have a good coach and play defense, but at some point at the end of games, you got to have a score. That's why I don't like Toronto. I'll tell you, my initial take on this is, if you're a Philadelphia 76er fan, next year with Hayward and Horford and Kyrie and Jaylen Brown and Tatum's getting better. Everybody's in love with Philadelphia. Next year, if they don't deal with injuries, Boston's going to win the East. This may be a rare opportunity, Chris, is it not, for the Sixers with their momentum now to advance to another round? I laughed at you the other day when you said Sixers in the Eastern Conference Final. This morning, I'm like, I think you may be right.
I hope you're getting your uniform.
Oh,
ready.
God.
That's all I got to say. All right. I think they can get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't think they could beat Cleveland, but I definitely think they can get to the Eastern Conference Final. If you look at teams, we know it takes superstar talent to get to the finals.
Yes.
For the most part. Nobody else in the East has it other than Philadelphia. And granted, Philadelphia's really young, probably too young to get to the finals. But in that conference, it's Embiid and Simmons are about as good a 1-2 punch as you have. They're the best 1-2 punch in the East outside of LeBron and Kevin Love.
Yeah. What do you think this morning? He missed a bunch of games at Duke. Before LeBron got there, he was hurt. Even with LeBron one year, he missed 30 games. Now LeBron leaves, he's hurt again. I mean, do you think Danny Ainge, there's a little bit of him thinking, what did we get ourselves into?
Well, remember, Kyrie's got only a couple years on his deal left, so they wouldn't really be stuck, if you will, if he turned out to be injury-prone. They got rid of Isaiah Thomas, who they didn't want to pay max money to or big money to. So worst case scenario, if Kyrie were damaged goods, let's say, for the next few years, the Celtics would be able to get out of it soon enough where it wouldn't be horrible. Obviously, they wouldn't be going to the finals anytime soon, but it wouldn't crush their franchise for the foreseeable future. But to your point, look, obviously we all hope Kyrie's back next year and playing fine, but it does tell you something about the toll that it takes on your body when you're the number one option. It's just, I don't want to say he would have been healthy had he stayed in Cleveland and played next to LeBron, because you just don't know. But the fact is, it is different. There is more stress and strain on your body when you have to carry the team as the number one option. And he never had to do that in Cleveland with LeBron, and those were his healthiest years. Now, he did obviously hurt the knee in the finals with LeBron his first year there. But regular season-wise, his healthiest years were when he played with LeBron as a second option.
Yeah. How do you think LeBron feels this morning? Truthfully, like 100%. I said, you cannot root for an injury, but you can be happy in life, Chris. It didn't all work out well when you left me.
Well, look, obviously LeBron's human. Yeah, I'm not going to paint it like he's some saint, like, oh, he doesn't think that way, But I will say this. We saw with LeBron in the All-Star game, he picked Kyrie. LeBron said he, in the future, if he ended up playing with Kyrie, he'd be fine with it. So I don't think he's holding a grudge and saying, anything like that. But yeah, I mean, it just makes him look good. Let's put it that way. And it's amazing that I heard you before I got on mentioning all these guys who are hurt. It just makes it even more impressive that LeBron James, I mean, you got guys 10 years younger than him going down left and right, and he's in his 15th year dunking on people. So it's pretty impressive, his durability.
My man, thanks for coming on the show, Chris.
All right, man. Get the uniform ready.
Chris Broussard.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.